Self-styled godman Asaram's plea for interim bail to receive Ayurvedic treatment was turned down by the Supreme Court today, as it noted that what he had been convicted for was not an ordinary crime at all. Asaram, who is serving life imprisonment after he was convicted of raping a 16-year-old devotee at his ashram, had sought interim bail for 2 months on medical grounds to receive treatment in Uttarakhand. "You will get all Ayurvedic treatment in jail itself," the court said, turning down his plea. Moving on to the next news, India's gross domestic product showed an impressive growth as it shot up to record a 20.1% rise in the April-June period for the first quarter of 2021-22. The growth is a remarkable recovery from the negative growth which was witnessed during the corresponding period of last fiscal, when it was a dismal minus 24.4%, mainly due to the coronavirus-induced lockdowns. This is the third consecutive quarter when positive growth has been witnessed, as GDP grew by 0.4% third quarter of 2020-21 and 1.6% in the fourth quarter of 2020-21. Moving on to the next news, Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has hit back at the critics, especially the BJP and the Raj Thackeray-led Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, who have run campaigns to reopen temples and allow Dahi Handi festivities amid the threat of third COVID-19 wave. This is not the freedom struggle. People are trying to be heroes after organizing a few Dahi Handis. If you want to fight against COVID, Uddhav Thackeray said on Tuesday during the virtual inauguration of an oxygen generation plant in Thane. "They call us Hindu Virodhi Sarkar, or government that opposes Hindus. This can't continue. I want to show them the letter from the center in which they said that during Dahi Handi and Ganesh Utsav we have to impose restrictions. So what are they if not Hindu Virodhi?" Uddhav Thackeray asked. Moving on to the next news, India today made its first formal diplomatic contact with the Taliban, which has taken control of Afghanistan in the past few days following the withdrawal of US forces from that country. An Indian envoy met a leader of terrorist group in Doha, Qatar's capital. The meeting took place on the request of the new rulers of the strife-hit country. Ambassador Deepak Mittal, India's envoy to Qatar, met Sher Mohammad Abbas Taneqzai, head of Taliban's political office in that country, according to a press release from the Ministry of External Affairs. They met at the Indian Embassy in Doha, the statement said. Moving on to the next news, twin 40-floor residential towers in Uttar Pradesh's Noida, which houses over 900 flats and were built by real estate firm Supertech, will be demolished over the violation of construction bylaws, the Supreme Court said Tuesday, as it upheld an April 24 decision by the Allahabad High Court. The company has said it will file a review petition against the judgment. A two-member bench of Justices D.Y. Chandrachud and M.R. Shah slammed the tower's illegal construction, which they ruled was achieved by collusion and an unholy nexus between Noida authorities and the builders.